welcome to our channel. I'm Corrin from GraceNotesStitchers, and I'm bringing you vlog number 3. So really nice. We had Colleen on the other day at the end to show off some of her birthday stuff and talk about what we did. Today I am going to show you what I finished working on, which is Heroes and Heroines. And I got 2,400 stitches into it. I was working on this so that I can finish off Unicorn Trot, which I did. I finished strong for the year. I only joined Daily 30 in August, maybe? I don't remember if I started August or September challenges, but I haven't missed any, and I got all of the Unicorn Trot done that I could. So I was really excited about that. And I put the rest of my stitches in here. And as always, you know, plans are always being adjusted. Excuse me, I'm on paper. Plans are being adjusted as we go. And I had never finished putting on my Amazing Grace floss cards, like the Annie's Keeper. So anyway, what I did is I pulled out the whole skeins that I had already carded, that I had already wound, because I only needed 1 or 2 lengths of thread. And I put those on floss cards, the ones that I make. Do I have any right here? No. But that way I didn't have a whole bunch of flosses being used up that I didn't need. So I went ahead and, since I hit such a big accomplishment, I was like, you know what, right now I'm going to go A through C because that's where I'm at in stitching, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of catch up on, I don't even know what you call it, the administrative stuff. So I put numbers on cards. I am in the middle of winding floss. I'm hoping my youngest will do some more of that. So I'm putting the numbers on and setting them with the project bag just so that she can do that for me. And I thought I'll go through A to C and then I will stitch. And I'm also changing, this is the day before Christmas Eve, by the way. This is December 23rd. I only have till December 31st to start all the things. And I'm kind of feeling the crunch because I'm having company Monday through Wednesday. My mom and sister are coming, and I thought that next week I would kind of start all the things if I didn't get there yet. But I know both my mom and sister, and I was like, why are you starting something new? You barely put anything into that. So I thought, instead of kind of going through all of that with them, I would just stop stitching on anything that's old. So I'm not going to be putting 200 stitches into anything, except for my 2 whip go, which I don't have that book down here. If I didn't put stitches in the last 2 whip go, enough stitches, I'll go ahead and finish that when I get to it. But other than that, I think you'll see nothing but starts from me for the next segment. So I wanted to show you what I did, or what I'm going to do. I'm working on Coffee Quaker, which I've been waiting since StitchCon to start this. Not because I knew I was doing no new starts. I just didn't know when I was going to start it. And I have no paperwork here. This is definitely linen, and I think it's 36, maybe 40 count. Oh, it feels so nice and thin. So that's how I know it's 36 or 40. And my guess is it's 40 count Newcastle, just because of the slickness of it. So I'm really excited if you would like to see my color palette, because I won't be bringing this back down. I will just come back to show you the stitches I put in, but I'm still doing all my admin stuff up to the C's because I want to get that stuff done. So I have such a mess in my living room right now. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. What I did is the flosses that I had ordered and I thought were being kitted up, and I don't know where these came from. Like, did I get wrong numbers? Did I order wrong numbers? But I have a whole bunch. And then I have like all the ones I pulled out of Amazing Grace that I really don't need. So I have them all over my coffee table in numerical order so that I can just go over and keep kitting up, because I'm finding numbers in other ones that I'm missing. So just trying to get them all kitted up. Did I hold this up? And, you know, I'm doing all the paperwork that I need to, like getting out the 2022 calendar, adding up all my stitches for 2021, because I really am hoping that Colleen will be up for a whip parade, maybe on New Year's Eve or something like that. I think that would be really awesome. Plans, I hope to do this tonight. So my plans are to at least get to finish through the adminning in this, And then tomorrow evening we have a Christmas Eve service. It's only an hour long, but my middle daughter and I are heading to Cinnabon. They make the most amazing cinnamon buns, and we're going to warm them up on Christmas morning. I used to do Christmas in a stocking for my kids, a breakfast in a stocking, and it was okay. It was like little individual cereal boxes, juice boxes, applesauce, fresh fruit, just different granola bars, but it was too much for them to eat, so it would just sit around for a couple of days, and we always have a big dinner, so it was just a little too much. And then of course that meant I didn't do a real stocking, which that was kind of sad. So I would just put things in a gift bag, like this was your stocking stuff. So I talked to them this year. I'm like, okay, you're 15, 17, 19, and 21. Can we go back to stockings, please? And before breakfast in a stocking, I would heat up like Pillsbury cinnamon buns. I would go buy them and bake them, and the kids don't love them. So I thought Cinnabon would be really good. So the only person who knows is Leanne. So we're really excited that that's our special thing. So we're going to go do that. And then, I forget, I think it's from Holland, or I can't remember exactly where the tradition comes in. Stay up late or all night Christmas Eve and read a new book, and eat chocolates. So we started doing that a year or two ago, and I would go get each person all the Lindt truffles, the favorite flavors of theirs, and make them a little goodie box. So we have that. We have a new book for each of them, and new pajamas, because then on Christmas morning everybody's wearing new PJs. So they don't even know I have the PJs for them. So I'm gonna make up gift bags with all that stuff that after church I can put those out for them. And we'll finish up our advent calendars. Like, it's really packed. And then I'm making homemade stromboli. So, you know, I have to remember to thaw out the dough before we go to church. So, really, really exciting evening tomorrow. So, not a whole lot of stitching probably, because unfortunately our Cinnabon is like 35 minutes away. But that's okay. It's worth it. Anyway, if I don't get to see you, I don't think we'll be publishing this, but I do want to say Merry Christmas. You will see a clip. Colleen and I are going to fill up our Ort jars, and instead of making that a separate video, I'm going to go ahead and, not jars, ornaments, and we'll film them down here and record for you all, and let's put that in here. So you'll see a little bit of before Christmas, after Christmas probably. But anyway, Merry Christmas. Hi, it's Christmas Eve. We're back. We're putting this in the middle of our other video. So we just finished a Christmas Eve service. I would love to say that our stromboli is in the oven, but my bread has not risen. It thawed. My dough thawed, so now it has to rise. So hopefully we'll start watching White Christmas but some people have some things to wrap yet.
Right. Stocking stuffers, that's it.
And my husband, on the way home, oh, I forgot, I gotta wrap something. I'm like, oh, great. So my wrapping is done, mostly because of Leanne. So we are going to stuff our ornaments with our orts. And you want to show them what we use currently?
This is ours, or this is mine.
And this is mine. So this was a nut jar? Was this a nut jar?
Yeah, pralines. Like, what do you call them?
Yeah.
So there is mine.
And yours is a Longaberger crock.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna stuff
with all it. Okay. So anyway, you know, I mean, why don't we do the thing again? But it was our StitchCon gift, so.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put 21 on here. I thought it was on for some reason.
A work of art, a poem for stitchers as you stitch the hours away and snip the odds and ends that fray. Drop them in here for a colorful array, and I'll brighten the tree for your holiday.
So the wrapping station is in the room right next to us. So if you hear my husband's voice, that is why.
I don't want to pinch myself like you did. What did you do? I mean, that worked. Okay.
If I think so we are going to stop and chat with you.
Okay, I'm not going to cut myself. Okay.
Christmas Eve service was pretty, wasn't it? It was nice. Lots of good music.
We walked in and they're playing harps.
Oh, yeah. A family that doesn't normally come to our church, but was visiting. Probably a family member, like extended family of somebody who goes to our church. They probably used to go. But, oh, I am going to add a link below because they did give us a direct link so you don't have to log into our church website or anything, so that you can see the Christmas cantata, the musical with the play that I had talked about a few weeks ago. I didn't know if I could get a direct link, and I just got it, so I'm very pleased to say I'll be able to put that down below. But so what are some of our Christmas traditions, Colleen?
Stromboli, White Christmas. I don't know if you say the books is a new tradition.
Newer, yeah. We talked about that a little bit, or I talked about it yesterday. So I have Lindor truffles set aside. And then, so we'll do that when we go up. And then tomorrow, so lately, the past few years, I've had to actually wake my children up on Christmas. But beings that my oldest two kind of outdid themselves, like our tree is kind of full underneath, and part of that is due to the fact that my two oldest
have money and will actually give people gifts.
Went shopping, and somebody's even doing stocking stuffers.
Yeah. I got my aunt 3 gifts, so I spent a little bit. Like, it doesn't matter how much I spent on her, but it's like, oh, I actually did. Like, the person I thought I wouldn't really find stuff, well, she was the easiest shopper, I think. But just, yeah, I just her.
I'm really going to be shoving mine in.
And I'm just trying to get the glob in here. Because I have broken needles, and I have some beads in here.
I didn't really do too much beading this year.
I was like, if I break a needle, boop, it goes in the jar. Oh, yeah, I found some buttons. So, and like numbers that won't stick anymore. 316.
Oh,
John
that's
3:16.
interesting.
Yeah, the number, like, it won't stick, so I'm like, yeah, it's gonna go in my jar.
That's a good idea. Oh look, I have a broken needle too. My ornament from last year looks a little dingy. What about yours?
Yeah, it looked a little foggy.
So I'm curious what
happens.
Yeah, what happened to this year? Because that kind of saddened me a little bit.
Because, you know, you didn't see it for a whole year, and then you're like, hold up. Like,
that's definitely not the colors that I used.
Okay, I gotta make sure I don't have anything to poke around with it. But I got plenty of, like, trust me, I broke needles all throughout the year.
I didn't break a whole lot. I lost a lot.
Okay. Oh, I think there's a diamond dot. There's a few diamond dots in here. I'm gonna put
so what plans do you have for tomorrow after opening gifts?
I don't know.
We got Simpsons for breakfast. We did get them. My husband actually ended up picking them up because Leanne and I went out and traffic was crazy and he left. Like, my youngest texted me and said, where'd Dad go? I'm like, I don't know. So he's like, oh, I had to go get something. And I'm like, are you going down by the mall? Because if you are, there's no need for me to drive down there. So he ended up standing in line for quite a while for them. So that
everyone else is like, I want Cinnabons for breakfast.
Yeah. So we got them. Mine actually,
I remember that.
And then what else? Well, we'll have our ham with sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes.
Okay, I kind of want to fluff it, but I don't have.
And green bean casserole.
A needle or something.
Corn. I think that's pretty much it.
I put, like, just because we're throwing it in the box, I'm gonna put this at the top.
Sure, why not?
Oh yeah, that'll actually fill it.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do with all mine?
Just get another one.
I don't want to do that.
Because, yeah, yours is too.
Like, some of the Krynics are having a little bit of trouble, like,
Sadly,
staying together.
I don't really think I have special threads. I know I have, like, hand-dyed, but I don't think I have any of the
Krynics?
Krynics, not really. I don't really work on things. I don't really finish things.
I thought you did. So, are you up for a whip parade next New Year's Eve?
Next New Year's Eve?
I mean, on New Year's Eve.
A whip parade?
Thought that might be kind of fun.
I mean, if I actually get stuff started, because everyone knows my whips.
I know, but to get, you know, see them all at once. The year end. And I thought maybe in the whip parade we could also do finishes for this year.
Like, half my finishes are not going to be here, because I'm, like, the one having that we got to finish framing is a gift, and...
Can you take pictures?
Like a ball.
Would it be awful for me to give you some of my orts?
Yeah, it would be.
Oh my gosh, people. Old ratty threads, O-R-T, orts.
Or old retired thread.
Yeah. I don't know where it actually started or why.
I don't know if this is making it look pretty or look divided.
But I don't know if you watched our ornament video last year. That was Colleen wanted to do that with us. We did it last Christmas Eve. But oh, I thought you cracked it.
I think it looks okay.
I used to actually throw away all my orts. And
I
Colleen
know. When I was
collected
like,
them.
I'm collecting mine.
And I'm like, what for? And then we saw people making things out of them. And I was like, okay, Colleen, I guess we're gonna buy ourselves some ornaments, empty ornaments.
Oh, if I could. Oops.
Oh, were you gonna try to shove that down in there?
Where's scissors? Do you have scissors in here? Other than fabric and sewing scissors?
I don't believe so. Right outside the door, if you want.
Okay, at some point, because I think I can fold it up. I don't know.
Because I'm gonna put our name
Right. So.
in the.
If I had like I wanted a scrapbook or like a cross stitching scrapbook, this would go in it. Actually, no. At some point, I do plan on getting it. That's right. I have a whole thing that is saved up.
I was say, if you keep up with your planner, you just slide it in, you know, tape it in there.
My planner's not a happy planner.
Not a happy planner, but any kind of cross stitch planner. All right.
Empty. Well, technically.
Guess what? I did it.
And it was smaller than last year, like the size.
Yeah, this, I really had to shove them in here. But it worked. Woohoo!
You missed a thread. 2.
Oh my. I don't think I was going to thread
Hi,
over that.
puppy.
I do need to clean that out. But I think last year I opened it back up and put what I got from Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve in. I'm not doing that this year. They can just go into next year's. Because we do have next year's ornament already. Right? All right. Anything else to say before we sign off?
Merry Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas from The Simpsons.
Oh, GraceNotesStitchers.
And GraceNotesStitchers, GraceNotesFabrics. All right. Happy stitching. Hi, and Merry Christmas to everybody. Yeah, I look a little crazy, but I just got done pulling the ham off of the bone. So I hope you all had a great day today. I don't know what time you celebrate. Of course, till you get this, Christmas is over. But so far, things did not go as planned. The kids didn't want to get up until like 10, so I was up. I didn't even sleep barely at all last night. So I guess about 7 a.m. Paris and I were up. So I got on my computer and I made some forms for some of my games for next year. The Stitch Talk Hade challenges. She got all the guides out. So I made up my own forms for those. And I'm trying to think what else. I printed some things. And I'll do a planner walkthrough later because I want to show you some of the cool forms that I have found. But anyway, I was just working on paperwork basically because hands aren't working in the morning. I waited a little bit until I had my coffee. I think I started making noise enough that people got up around 9:15 and only one ate their cinnamon bun. And then my husband and I each ate a few bites after we opened gifts, and then it just was still more time. And yeah, we ate our lunch probably around 2:30. It's about 4 o'clock right now. So lunch is cleaned up, bones are picked. I did go ahead and pull out my next project. So I'm going to show you, I finished last night with my 200 stitches. First, I drink the coffee, then I do the things. And this is Coffee Quaker. Let me pull that out. I apologize, I'm going to have to unzip. Heartstring Sampler. And then the next one is going to be Coffee Time by Ink Circles. I don't know if I remember the name of this. I think it's Autumn something. But I do know it's Be Stitch Me fabric that I'm using because I loved her coloring. But now that I'm looking at it, I think one side, I'm going to have to decide which side to do it because I kind of feel like the reds are a little bit more vibrant on that side. I'm gonna have to lay my floss on and decide which side I like better. I like this pattern on better, I should say, because I like both sides. It's really pretty. This is one of those fabrics that I've been just like, it looks like a work of art. Lugana tends to dye up pretty nice. Excuse me. So again, this is going to be Coffee Time by Ink Circles. I'm hoping to get my 200 stitches in this by tonight. I do have the called for colors, by the way. So I'll pull that out. Oh, I'll need some floss bling for this. I've been trying to pull my things out together. I'm not sure if I have 2 more starts or just 2 more projects in the C's. Oh no, Cozy Cafe is one of them. So I'm not even going to show that one to you. I'm going to just take my start photo, put that in my No New Start album, and then I'll be on to Cross Stitch Nation, which is a round robin. However, excuse me, I'm going to sit back and tell you about this for a moment. Our round robin is not going to exactly be a round robin. We had a Zoom meeting with everybody, and Carla had the idea, I think she heard it from somewhere else, of turning each person into one of us. So in January, the first time I film in January, I'll spin a wheel and it'll have all of our names on it. And whoever's name that gets spun, and which is so cool, I have my other phone, so yay, I'll actually be able to film myself spinning. I like that. Anyway, whoever's name gets pulled up is the person who gets to pick which person they are and what color they want as their main color. And then we're going to try to do the hair and skin to match the people a little bit. And anyway, I have to get the frame started before January 1st so that it counts for my No New Starts. So yeah, that would be my plans for in the immediate future. My mom said there's bad weather coming, so don't know if they're still coming Monday or if they're changing back to Tuesday. I have no idea, but my mom and sister are supposed to be coming for a visit, which is why I kind of accelerated my starting from next week into this week. But tomorrow's Sunday, so our week is about to end. My little co-pilot's wondering why I came down without her. But anyway, I'm going to get off here and I'll see you back in a little bit. Bye. Hey, another time of recording and not actually recording. So Paris and I are back. We're on Zoom, and through Zoom I was able to do my 200 stitches in Coffee Time, and I was saying to the ladies, how awesome is it that I started a coffee sampler on my birthday? Not on my birthday, on Christmas. Colleen's birthday was last week, this week, and we didn't do a joint birthday start, but that's okay. So I got my 200 stitches. It's uploaded in my WIP album for No New Starts. It's official. And Cozy Cafe is the next one. I stitched it this year, so I went ahead and I'm going to upload that photo. I printed it into my planner. So I'm not going to show that because I'm not going to put 200 into it. There's been more than 200 in it. Excuse me. And so... And I'm not even checking the kit because I bought it as a kit, so I know I have all the fabrics. Threads. I'm tongue-tied today. So the next one I'm doing is Cross Stitch Nation by Heartstring Sampler. This I am doing as a round robin, but we're doing it as a non-round robin. Each lady, when I spin the wheel in January, whoever's name pops up, she gets to pick which of these characters she is. This is going to be my husband. So they're going to pick one of these. And then we get to stitch it whatever color they say. So let's say it's Colleen. If she says blue, I will most definitely use Fathom because it's called for. I have all the called for. Now, if she were to call purple, I don't have one. So I'm going to have to pull something. And we have no rules with this. So if somebody doesn't have a purple, well, this actually uses Classic Colorworks, Gentle Arts, and Weeks. So somebody might pick Weeks, somebody else might pick Classic Colorworks or Silks or whatever. So I cannot wait to see how different each one of ours is. I just think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be neat. It's going to be unique. So I'm calling it my non-round robin. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go get back up on Zoom, find the one color I'm missing here, and then I'm all kitted up and ready to go. See you later. Hi everyone. I'm back for the end of the video. I am talking a little soft. I've been sick for several days, mostly just a sore throat. So I do have my water here somewhere. Grab it just so that I know where it is. Anyway, I kept on stitching, but I haven't been talking, barely at all. So I'm going to show you basically all new starts. So there is no before picture. I've stopped with all of my 200 on current widths because I need to get these starts done before December 31st. All right, so first up, these are no particular order. Ink circles, coffee time, and this is Autumn something by Stitch Me. I didn't look everything up. I am using called for colors in, I think, pretty much everything. This is one, I really didn't want to put it down, but I will say it was interesting seeing all of the color changes that I had to do. On something like this, I didn't think there was going to be a ton, but I really love this. And also interesting, I was working on this on Zoom on Saturday night. We had a wonderful Christmas Zoom, by the way, and the reds didn't show up, so I'm not sure how it's going to show up here, but in my photos it shows up really nice. So I love the modeling in this. So what's also interesting is my plans had been to just film before and afters right in my stitching chair. That has not happened, not in the least. And people are always around me, so it's easier just to come down here. Oh, the price tag's in the way. I apologize for the noise on this. So this is Espresso by Buttons and Beads of Mill Hill. So my very first on perforated paper. So my thoughts so far. I do like it. Excuse me. But it's not going to be something I can do a ton on. 200 stitches was my breaking point. So, yeah, there will be a limit on this. But I do like working on it. But having to hold the project, that's a big thing for me. I'll put it in later. So this is Forest Piano by Pain Free Crafts. I will have to insert a cover photo because I do not have one printed. I got a little over 400 stitches put into this. Lots and lots of beads. And I want to add a side note. Without my Lauren, oh my gosh, I would be totally lost. Last night, I was stitching one stitch, but I had to bobbinate because it was still in this game. Then I'd have another stitch, have to bobbinate. So I got through a lot. And then this morning she went and bobbinated all the rest that I hadn't used yet. But just bobbinating as I go is a nightmare. Excuse me. So I haven't enjoyed that at all. But she got 2 or 3 projects done since Saturday. This one is Light by Barbara Anna Designs. This was a freebie. Sorry. For our Whip Parade, I plan on being a whole lot more organized. There is your cover. And I got my 200 started into that. Yes, I have been asked if we're doing a Whip Parade with Colleen. I'm really hoping, and she did tell me she's off this Friday. Today is Wednesday night, heading into Thursday. I still have, I think, 9 starts to do. We'll see where I get with this. This is Heroine collection. This is an Etsy purchase, and I will also have to insert a cover photo here. This one I was so panicked because I almost didn't think I had fabric for it. And then I just went diving through my stash, and what to my wondering eyes did appear but this Star Sapphire Jubilant. Now, I am doing a continental tent stitch, and I'm intentionally doing it because on this particular fabric, it is a lot more malleable than the Ghana. So just if you're wondering, I typically would not do full coverage on, not tent full coverage on a Jovelin. However, desperate times come for desperate measures, and since it's something that that told me how much I really wanted to start it. Like, I was devastated that I did not have fabric for it. That being said, some of my full coverage plans might not come to fruition, but I have to give that up and say it's okay. No, this is not a whip. You'll see that in a whip parade. That was just to be put away. Excuse me. This is another full coverage. Hopefully. My Disney map. This is where my full coverage, this is where my Lugana went. Because this wasn't exactly a planned start, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I got a little over 400 in this. So this is the Disney World map. And again, I'll be inserting my full coverage photos because I just haven't printed them all yet. And then, let's see what else I have here. This is Dreaming of Roses. This is my round robin. So let me tell you about my round robin a little bit. It's a Dreaming of series by Rosewood Manor. And we'll be sending this around to the ladies. And we'll each be stitching on each other's. And everybody's going to have different flowers pretty much. I think there's 1 or 2 duplicates. I am the only rose as of right now. And so I started with this motif and I decided to go ahead and do my R. Because nobody's going to do that R. It's boring. And because it wasn't so far away, and again, not really attached to a motif, I went ahead and did down here and here. And that's because I was in the middle of a challenge that I needed 400 stitches. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and shoot for it and get all 400. So that's actually why I went ahead and did the R and the O. And then instead of the word rose, I used the same font there and I did my initials. And why did I initial my own piece? Number one, so that somebody can count off of it easily, because I've asked them not to put rose everywhere. I don't need 80 words that says rose. I can always fill in later, but I'm hoping they'll use the different fonts and put their initials or their name, whatever they feel like doing. My name's too long. So I pretty much have that ready. I was missing one color, so I gotta let that one go. And when it comes, it comes. This is Coffee Quaker. Coffee Quaker. I guess you'd like to see the cover. This is by Heartstring Sampler. And first, I drink the coffee. I might have shown this. I don't remember. I will still have to find my other round robin piece. That's not exactly... I did talk about it, but whether I showed it, I don't know. Alright, I don't have this all turned around. This is More Than Coffee by my Big Toe Designs. So I apologize. I'm going to have to make noise to get this out. This is one I'm currently working on. So you'll see this one again, because I only have 15 more stitches, and then I hit the 200. And I finished my ride and my passport just 50 stitches ago. And I even got in the pop-up event. That's More Than Coffee. Love this. This is that same fabric by Bestitch Me. So I hope that the colors come through for you. So, yep, I started right in the center, got these in, the word coffee, and then I think I'm going to come down, just because then I don't have to take my thread out. I'm going to come down and connect to the word always. I know, it's going to look a little different, but that's okay. That is it for whips. Yeah, I have some haul. I gave Colleen the navy already. I got 2 of my fabric of the month from Rogue. This is the end of it. Egyptian Sand, Mountain Air. That is 18 count Ada. And then my freebie for staying in for the whole year is Weatherstone. This one's really soft. This is by Atomic Ranch Fabrics. This one I really like. Really nice neutrals. Because the navy is not what I'm going to use. And then I had some Christmas stitchy kindness. I was so blown away. Colleen was given some too, and I'll give her opportunity to come on and say her thank yous. Probably at the beginning of our whip parade or something like that, or if I can catch her a little bit for tomorrow evening. My Little Prince, and it was Kim, Hannah, and Carol. And then I have to be honest, I was given both Emerald and Peridot. Emerald is John. I was already given Colleen's, and Alan shares mine. Peridot is Lauren's. So an hour before the sale ended, I went ahead and bought Opal, which is Leanne's, because I'm not chancing anything being discontinued. And then look at that. Isn't that amazing? By Amy Stewart. Love it. When am I going to start these? Well, right now I just love looking at them. And I imported them into Pattern Keeper just so I can look at them. So, ladies, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because that was like the sweetest thing ever. Plans, I have 2 days left, 48 hours basically, to start. I think I'm down to 10 projects. I'm still uploading my photos to my No New Start album. I'm at 55 right now, I believe. One of them, I believe, is going to have to be taken out. I didn't put a start photo because it's, I'm sorry, my mind, it's really late here. It's a full coverage, and I don't think I'll have fabric for it. I had some fabric on its way from Witch Elk, some gray fabric for me to use on a Haid or full coverage, and it's still not here. So I don't think it's going to be here by December 31st. That being said, I can earn some new starts next year, so that actually might be what I use my earned new starts for. Actually, I'm going to tell you that. That's what I'm going to do, because the rest is going to be, I have to finish something in order to start something. And I want it to be in a series, so I'm not going to just start willy-nilly. I've been working on my planner. It's coming along. I'm really excited about it. I emptied out some of the old sheets just to give myself more room. I'm trying to decide if my whips should go into a planner of its own. I'll show you why. Because I'm only up through the M's. From here to here's my whips. And that's because every single one of them has 2 sheets of paper. So this, right there, that's whips. I don't know. Because I've been adding in my little photos from, oh gosh, Carla, what's that little thing called? The little thing that prints. Anyway, Sprocket. So I have little photos so that I'm writing 2021 underneath. If it continues into 2023, I'll put the last photo of 2022 right in here, and then I'll have a running record. Sorry, I keep licking my fingers, but there's no way around. So this was when I started June 30th, 2021, and I went ahead and put in my new worksheet for it, and I put in here that as of 2021, there's 160 stitches into it. Not much, but that was my birthday start, and that was the only day I worked on it. With that, I'm going to bid you adieu, and I'm going to go put in my last 50 stitches and get to bed. So, happy stitching!